This is Karen. Welcome to another crafty Christmas at DoLallyCrafts. Yes, I know you're fed up with me doing these Santa's workshop, but I love this set so much so that I did order a second pad of them. No, it's not to do even more. I do have, I think it's 1 or 2 more projects with this set, but it's just to show you how varied the cards can be that you can make from just one set of beautiful DSP. And really that's all I've been using in a lot of these, is just the DSP. So just one lot of DSP and a set of stamps that gives you a lot of sentiments or words and whatnot that you can use. I mean, for the cost of the stamp set, an embossing folder and the DSP, as long as you've got the backing card, the options are endless, and that's just what I want to show you. Okay, this season it should have been called a crafty Christmas at Santa's workshop, I swear. Anyway, this is the card we're making today. I'm stepping it up just a little bit from this one. Now, if you wanted to, you could sponge the edges, but I rarely do any sponging. I'm just a straight out cut and adhere girl. Which I think most of you would realise from now at the moment. Okay, as you can see, I haven't cut as many of the snowflake pieces out of this one, but it will still look really cute. Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself comfortable here in the chair. Okay, now let's see, we'll start with the inside. Top folding card, Poppy Parade. Everything can be, all the sizes and everything can be found on my blog, but I've just noticed this has only been folded. It has not been burnished. Now it will sit nice and flat. However, I need to open it up. And the reason being, I need to put the sentiment inside and then stick it all down. Okay. We're going to bring in the Poppy Parade, which I've put down somewhere. There it is, underneath my card. Bring in the Poppy Parade and our sentiment, which says, wishing you peace and love all year long. And I'm just going to pop that down in the corner like that. Now, how cute is that? Okay. Put a bit of double-sided tape or tape runner on the inside. And there you go. That's the inside of the card done. And the rest of the card goes together really quickly too. So we'll fold that over again. Going to bring in my mirror-edged cardstock. My mirror silver mirror cardstock. Plenty of glue on the back so that it sits straight. And I'm just going to pop that down so there's a nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Give it a really nice burnish there. Bring in my Whisper White. Now, this has been sent through the embossing folder, but before I did that, I actually cut out the 3 snowflake dies that come in the Santa's signpost, or signpost of Santa or something. What are they called? They're called Santa's signpost framelets. And I just cut 3 of them out and then sent the rest of the paper through an embossing folder. And this is the Petite Dots or something. It's an old one, but when I prepped this, I didn't have my Swirls and Curls embossing folder, which would look even nicer because it would look more like a snow flurry background. Okay, let's get the rest of these. I just need to put a few on this card to make sure that it doesn't sag so that the snowflakes all stand away from the card. Okay, I'm not going to bother taking the backing off all of them. They're there for support. I know, unlike the last time I commented about support, I'm not going to mention the unmentionables. Stop laughing. I know what you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that on top once again with a border, and that's not on straight. I know the metallic card's not on perfectly straight, Am I going to be able... No, I'm not going to be able to get that off without ripping it, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to bring in my sentiment layer, and because this one was a green background with the red sentiment, I'm going to do green sentiment on this. So I'm going to bring in my Call Me Clover, which I think is a gorgeous colour for Christmas. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I actually like this Call Me Clover green cardstock, and I'm not a fan of green. There we go. I managed to get that on okay. Close that up and pop it aside. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that. I don't want a massive border on that, so I'm actually going to bring in my paper trimmer and just trim some of this edge off. Yep, like that. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will remember me saying about how my daughter and her friends love getting together and having dance parties down in the lounge room. And there's been a few times when I've asked you to excuse if you could hear music playing. Well, if you're in the UK or the States, by now you'll have at least seen news reports of the group that she loves and she dances to all the time. BTS has just finished performing concerts over in the States and the UK, and they're moving on to Europe. If you have a teenager, I'm sure they will have heard and have opinions on whether they like BTS or not. I wasn't over keen on them at first. I just got sick of hearing my daughter playing the same music over and over and over ad nauseum. However, having said that, I'm now a massive fan of BTS. So if you live in the States or the UK or even Canada, because I know they perform there, give them a go. They might be a Korean band, they might sing in a language you don't understand, but as I've said to a few people who've said, how can you listen to that music? You don't understand what they're singing. Doesn't matter whether you understand or not. How many people like opera? How many people speak Italian? There you go. See, I actually like their music. It leaves me feeling happy because it's a boppy type of music. So, if your kids are playing that music, don't tell them to turn it down. Actually listen to the music and to the sentiment that's being shown through it. These guys are lovely fellas. They really are. And I should have put... I shouldn't be talking. I know, I should be concentrating. But yeah, give them a go. I've actually become a huge fan of both K-pop and K-dramas in the last few months, and it's all thanks to my daughter being an avid K-pop fanatic as well. Okay, that's enough of my ranting. I'm going to pop another one there. As I said, you could sponge the edges of these if you wanted to, but I'm not a massive fan of sponging. And I'm just using these really tiny connection pieces from the dimensionals that you really can't see behind there. Now, I'm going to bring in my basic pearls and rhinestones and see if I've got any little tiny ones that I can use. No, I haven't got... No, I've only got a couple of little ones there. I've got black ones. They're not suitable, so... let's see what I've got here. Okay, and we're going to put a couple of medium-sized rhinestones behind the medium-sized snowflake. a couple of little rhinestones on the little snowflakes, and then a couple of big ones on the big ones. And that is my card finished for today. I used red on these because I had red, but I've run out. So what do you think? I actually really like this card. Once again, I've switched it up just a little bit. I think it looks really cute. You could add more rhinestones for a bit of extra bling. As you can see, they're both decorated inside. Plenty of room to write on. And a really easy card to make, and if you wanted to mass produce. All you need is the Santa's Workshop DSP. You don't even need the dies if you want to do hand cutting. You would need the dies if you wanted to put the snowflakes in the background. Anyway, that's it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.